Later?
Surely you aren't telling me that you had to rummage through a waste bin in order to find the leftovers from an infernal...
My lord, my dear Watson, within these walls you must say my lord.
I wonder if you aren't mocking me, Holmes. I find it hard to believe that Her Majesty enjoys living in an environment so queer.
What do you know of our monarch, Watson? What do we really know?
Well, we know nothing.
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall. His orders were that you should be shown in immediately.
Palinor, that's exactly the same thing you said when I first got here. Oh my god, no wonder you were... Yes, what is it?
Good evening, gentlemen. Well done yet again, Holmes. The reconciliation between Her Majesty and Lady Leamunda has had a wonderful effect, and we shall be received momentarily.
Oh boy, finally. Let's get on with this.
Is Her Majesty safe?
She
Is it secret?
in her
Is it safe?
chamber, and the palace, as well as the gardens, are crawling with guards. Did you notice all of the checkpoints on the way here? An army couldn't get to her.
We're not after an army, we're after Lupin.
You'll have to excuse me for a moment.
Let's see how we fuck this up. I haven't seen Lupin yet, in disguise or otherwise.
It would be considered.
Oh, fine.
Closed.
Alright, so not in there. Check the kitchen?
Closed.
No. Maybe that other doorway I could never open before?
Closed.
No, that's closed too. Alright, so what do you want me to do? Oh, there you are!
Her
Whore.
Majesty and yourself are finally reconciled?
Ah, yes, and all thanks to you. I explained to her that you desired an audience, and she has granted your request. She will receive you and the Prime Minister, but she will not tarry by calling for Chauncey to fetch you.
Goodbye.
Farewell, my lady.
I am at your disposal, Mr. Holmes.
Whore. Alright.
I'll await her.
What did she say again? She will receive you, but she will not tarry by calling Chauncey to fetch you. So do I just go then? She's not going to tarry?
It would be considered.
Nope, not yet. Okay, so what do I gotta do? Okay, so after wandering around for a while and trying to figure out what the hell's going on, I finally checked in here, and in the middle of the hallway, there's a big dark patch. Which I thought was just a shadow the first 500 times I walked by it.
The rug was wet in a number of spots. I don't recall having wet it while emptying the bar.
Oh, looks like the pug there had a bit of a mess. A lot of a mess, really. I hate dogs. And now we can progress.
Good man.
Does his lordship wish to inspect another refuse bin?
Don't get smart with me, asshole.
Why is the carpet in the hall wet?
On account of a gift that Her Majesty received from Lady Leamunda, it was soaked and water was dripping from it for the duration of its carriage.
What did it consist of?
What?
I haven't the least idea. The object was wrapped.
And wet? Bye.
Thank you, Chauncey.
Lady Leamunda, what did you get him?
Forgive me, my lady, but I just learned that you offered a gift to Her Majesty.
Yes, I wanted to present Her Majesty with a gift to thank her for the dollhouse. But what a tragedy. It mustn't work any longer.
What was it?
Those nitwit workers dropped it in the moat and had the dickens of a time getting it out. They were so endearing that I couldn't be angry. And it's true that it's quite heavy.
What was it?
If you'll tell me, my lady,
fish tank?
what is the nature of the gift that you presented to Her Majesty?
Well, it's a very rare piece, but I have to admit I don't know much about it. I enjoy frequenting the shops, and a very lovely antiquarian approached me and drew my attention to this masterpiece, as he called it. Oh, he knew what he was talking about, and his manners were so...
French?
But the masterpiece, what was it exactly, my lady?
Well, as Her Majesty's watch was broken, I wanted to give her something to tell the time. Thus, I bought her this clock, which she gladly took to her chamber. You know, a French grandfather clock.
French?
Pontoise, or was it comptoise? The antique dealer said it was made by one of the originators of the genre, the Paillet brothers.
Wait, my lady, that name suggests something to me. Could it be...
Lupin? Lupin.
No, that doesn't mean anything to me, Mr. Holmes.
Fuck if I know. Oh! Wait a minute, there's... Okay, so... If you guys remember way fuck back when, this! Which we got a long time ago, finally comes into play. So we type in Mayet. M-A-Y-E-T.
Mayet?
Yes, that's it. How did you know?
I guessed.
Prime Minister, quick, sound the alarm. Lupin is in the Queen's chamber.
Oh. Hello, Mom.
What made me accept this infernal contraption? Tomorrow I will have it carved into kindling for the fire.
Ooh.
If Her Majesty will permit, I would rather avoid risking death yet again in what Her Majesty calls this infernal contraption. I was able to hold my breath long enough to avoid drowning, but that wouldn't help me against...
The hangman?
Your Majesty understands well. My fate is entirely in your hands, like so many others. My intentions are not hostile. In fact, they are quite the contrary.
Ooh.
They are what, then?
Many times I have found myself in a similar situation, and the words came naturally, because they flow from my spirit, which has fain been called poetic, lyric, and imaginative. Words. Nothing but words and rhetoric, often to an end above reproach. I stand before you, after having risked my life, and still risking it in what I had until now only considered a game. The words won't come to me because the game is over. The words that I should say to you won't come because they are buried deep. These fragile words that are frightened of emerging, these words that come from the heart. The words that I know I owe you, Your Majesty, my Queen, my love.
Believe me, madame, if I was to steal something, it would only be a kiss.
You won't be stealing anything. I will give you a kiss willingly.
Gentlemen, I hope you're taking notes. Ugh.
Open up, Your Majesty!
I wonder if she's amused.
Is all well, Your Grace?
Break down the door!
You do it!
Your subjects are there, and so ends my gallant game, and, with them, my life. But these precious seconds are the lifetime. Show them, Arsene, how a French gentleman in love behaves.
And continue to amuse yourself.
Oh, he was the one who was amused. Lupin, you are...
Your Majesty, are you going to...
Hush up, you impudent plodders.
Ooh.
Who do you think you are to speak in my presence
Well, we're trying to...
having been asked?
Well, there was a Frenchman, you see, but...
Look at you. A bunch of incompetents.
We see the door is heavy.
Covered in titles and stripes.
Well, their badges, actually, but...
You are supposed to guarantee my safety and that of England.
Well, we're trying to, you see, but...
Which amounts to the same thing.
Well, yes, but...
In the end, I had to defend the place myself.
But, Your Majesty!
Suffice. Even the most compassionate of monarchs cannot be permitted to excuse the vermin. Chauncey, have the royal luggage prepared. We will withdraw to Windsor presently. Leomunda, you will accompany me. And you, silence this bell before I have an overwhelming urge to decapitate it.
Off with it! Oh, never mind.
You and I, Lupin.
Oh my god. And with that, we will stop. Arsene Lupin has once again proven himself to be the best. Save game. New save. Catch you later, everybody.